Just the Facts is a program created to meet the educational and informational needs of youth ages 10 through 16. Oh, I gotta go! I'm working on the show!
Hey, neighbor, how's it going? Rod Hembree here along with Darren Callback and all the Just the Facts crew. We're coming at you. It's true. We got a great program. In fact, there's some strange people showing up here besides the crew. And the first strange person is the Intercaster. He's coming your way. He's a broadcaster on the internet that critiques the internet. Yes, it's true, coming your way. Also, we got the Time Master, a very sensitive piece with my daughter Corey coming your way. And we have the Resolution Group talking about a very serious problem about what's going on around the world in terms of alien encounters. It's going to be a great program. Also, we got Odie coming your way with the topics. Odie, what are the topics today?
Wow, Rod, thanks. Today's topics are UFOs and life in other worlds. We got who is evil and future world.
Future world. What's going to happen? Alien encounters. I don't know. But here's the facts and faith challenge. Check it out. Here it is. Okay, the facts and faith challenge. If God controls the universe, then how come there's so much chaos? I want to know now. Help me, somebody help me. I'm back! It's me, the Intercaster, bringing you the best in teaching entertainment on the internet. Social studies. The study of social.
Culture is a language. What?
Language do you speak? 5,648.
Internet is the ultimate language.
Not. You always take and you never, ever give. I'm a Dr. Jim, not a computer hacker. But those, they got spots, brain. Fascinating. Do they have yours? Question, can you trust this new cultural language?
Like electronic media. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the media sphere. Welcome, everyone, welcome.
What else is so nice for the price? I'll buy that for $1! The internet is no place to trust information.
Excuse me, sir. Study this social formula.
Truth equals tested information. Square. Truth on the internet divided by the source. Remember the good old days.
Here I come to save the day.
Great Scott! They're gone! Now, everything has to be tested. Did someone say test?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Intercaster speaking. Your flight will be a long, long time.
The information age is the ultimate test of your information. Do you believe in truth? But Agent Mulder, the truth is out there. Hello, McFly. The answer is in there. Send me your information. Don't spend it, send it.
If God controls the universe, how come there's so much chaos? Uh-oh.
Oh no! Corey's getting attacked by the media world. Clue number one is the world is in chaos. Boy, it looks like it, doesn't it? But I don't think that's the answer. No, that's not the answer. As a matter of fact, we'll get to the real deal later in the program. This is Just the Facts, brought to you by this. The Data Master. See that? That's the Data Master. Cool. Okay, let's look at the topic. And the topic is this. Check it out. UFOs and life in other worlds. Ah! Is it true? Well, we have Rod Knows All. Right, no, Rod knows all. He's been taking personality lessons, and he still doesn't really get it, does he? He's kind of like one of these journalists that thinks he's really strange. Actually, he is strange. This is News with an Attitude with Rod Knows All.
Strange yellow-black objects that defy the laws of physics. Details next.
This old-time radio program was originally aired live, long before the advent of high fidelity.
And so tonight it gives me great pleasure to make way for a man who knows what he's talking about.
This is Rod Knows All, with views and news from your local communities on planet Earth. Grounded by science. According to the laws of physics, the world's top scientists have now determined that the bumblebee cannot fly. Pulp fiction. But wait, that's not the only thing flying. In a strange bout of repugnant behavior, a man was arrested for flinging round flying hamburgers from the top of a superstructure in the Midwest, trying to feed the birds.
What evil sorcery is this?
It's not known why the man was launching flying hamburgers, and no one knows where he got such a good deal on all of those beef patties. In an unrelated story, McDonald's is launching a new campaign entitled, Did Somebody Say McDonald's? Tabloid headlines. Human baby head transplant. The real Hercules discovered in Alaska.
Who knows what waits for us in nature's no man's land?
Pet hamster rescues entire family in a raging inferno.
It's unthinkable, but it must be true.
Alien life confirms Clinton from Venus.
Venus?
The planet Venus?
Did a headache spoil the day for you? Are you still feeling a little miserable and upset?
Mr. McDonald, do you ever do the dishes for your wife?
I should say not.
Yo-ho, yo-ho, brush, let's all have our voice, whichever you've the notion.
50 cents for shaving cream, $1 for the lotion.
Rod Knows All doesn't have the right information. It's time to look at the Data Master on the screen, and it says this. Check it out. I was hanging out in the camp minding my own business when all of a sudden I came up and saw the north sky open up like this huge disturbance. Sound effects. Unnatural-like. It started flashing with lightning, and at the center of this huge cloud was this huge thing made up of smoke and flashing light. There was another light, and that looked like the glowing metal thing happening. And I noticed there was this creature, and it could move without the laws of physics stopping them. They defied the laws of these alien creatures. They weren't from this planet. They moved around, and when they moved, the glowing circular objects moved as well. Does this sound like a close encounter? The spirit of the living alien was in the circular metal glowing objects. Ah! Somebody call the Men in Black! Now, that's Ezekiel chapter 1, Rod's paraphrase version. Does it look like it's from some kind of weird report? No, it's from the Bible, the Data Master. First fact is on the screen. It says this. Check it out. The Bible, or Data Master, has been reporting life in other worlds for thousands of years. The Data Master has the answer to the question, what do they want? You see, there is a spiritual world, and there is life in other dimensions. There's good and there's bad. It's polarized in other dimensions. Brings me to the second fact. Check it out, and it's on the screen, and it says this. Every encounter has a reason. Look at the results of the encounter and understand who the aliens are. You see, here is the common point. The aliens want to distract you from the one true creator, but God heals you. Now, that's something to think about. Let's talk about the voice of reason when we deal with this alien thing, the voice of reason.
The voice of reason.
Whoa. That was one serious dramatic effect. The truth about alien encounters can be tracked in the Data Master. The only friend of mankind is the creator. You ever notice how all these alien situations have negative effects, psychological effects on people? It's actually true. That's because they're trying to destroy you. But you know what? You don't have to be destroyed because you can make an alliance with the one true creator. Right now, we're going to make an alliance with Odie, who's telling us what's coming up next. Odie, talk to us, man.
Oh, okay, here, I'll talk to you. Coming up next, we got Who is Evil?
Today on Resolutions, alien abductions.
A different time, a different place.
A lot of us do joke around with it, but in actual fact and in essence, it's not a joke at all. A viewer watched it and wrote that they had been abducted.
Well, this is very real to her. And I don't doubt that she thinks it happened. I don't know if it happened or not, and it's not up to me to judge that. All I can do is tell her that there is security in Christ.
How do you deal with something like this? Like, this person's not crazy.
God is the ultimate security system. He can protect you from this.
But what do we say to someone who doesn't have Jesus as their security system?
It's not easy to explain to someone who has not seen with their eyes Jesus what it is.
First of all, we are spiritual beings. There are two sides. There's good and evil. And there's a constant war for our soul.
The Bible says that the Lord is a fortress, right? And to get into that fortress, you've got to run to it. That means you've got to get closer to God. The closer you are to Jesus, the closer you are to God, the safer you'll be.
If God controls the universe, how come there's so much chaos? Uh-oh.
Watch out, Corey, they're coming in for you, they're coming in for you. Well, it does seem like there's chaos, doesn't it? Well, clue number one is the world is chaos. And clue number two is order comes from chaos. That's not right, the real deal's coming up later. Okay, where'd he go, where'd he go, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Check it out, we got a topic coming your way, and it's a very, very interesting topic. Now, let's look at it then. Look at it, and it says this. Who is evil? You say, Rod, who is evil? I thought evil was like a thing, not a person. Well, actually, File 7 talks about that. File 7 talks about UFOs and polarization of this whole thing. It's kind of an interesting topic. It's a very serious topic. We'll be back to talk about UFOs and what they really are coming up. Here is File 7. In the meantime, watch it very closely.
The mysteries of the past lead us to the purpose for the future. Answers for the present. UFOs explained. Ancient aliens revealed. Time has a beginning. Time has an end. File 7. Declassified. UFOs, what are they? Where do they come from? Other planets? After years of intensive research and study, there is no life. Even microbiological evidence is distant and dark. Do UFOs come from the future? Is time travel a form of communication? If so, what are they trying to say? Hundreds of encounters have offered no explanation of their contact or purpose. Is there a connection to the spiritual world? Are these alien beings multidimensional? Compilations of studies show severe psychological disturbance after contact with UFOs and alien beings. Why? Why would many abductees receive supernatural powers? Where does it come from? Is there other evidence of multidimensional contact from timeless sources among us today? I, Ezekiel, saw in a great vision the north sky open up, and circular objects emerged, filled with light and the spirits of beings from the spiritual world. They were alive. They were transcending the dimensions. Ezekiel 1, paraphrased. The truth is in there.
You know, there's a lot of people saying a lot of things about this alien life thing. Let's take a look at the data and find out what it really is. Ezekiel says this. Check it out. The voice of God came to Ezekiel and told him to speak these words to the spirit driving the king of ancient Tyre. Now listen. Evil one, he said, once you were the model of perfection, full in wisdom and perfect in beauty. You were there at the beginning of mankind. You had all the marvelous privileges. On the day that you were created, all the beauty was prepared for all the same. You were the guardian of all the dimensions. I, the Creator, gave you that privilege, but something wrong from inside of you became the father of violence as a result. Now, you became the abuser, motivated by pride. So I threw you into the earthly dimensions, and there you have done your work. You will end, or your end will be soon, says the Creator. Ezekiel 28. That's Rod Paraphrase version. Now, that has to do with all this alien life and the stuff we're talking about here, because let's take a look at the first fact, and we'll find it out. It's on the screen, and it says this. Check it out. Planet Earth is not a luxury resort. It is a hostile battlefield. It's true. It's a hostile battlefield. There is a struggle for your soul between good and between evil. And this alien thing is here to distract you from the good Creator, the one true good Creator. He tells you what He wants. He wants to heal your life. Second fact is on the screen, and it says this. The evil one is a fallen angel, not a fallen God. Make your connection with the Creator for spiritual protection. You can be protected from all of this alien weirdness by a connection with the Creator. This is a very, very important topic. You need to think about it. Remember, UFOs and aliens, it's dangerous stuff. Don't mess with it. Voice of reason on this. What is it?
The voice of reason.
Tis a serious topic, but here's the voice of reason. The four forces of evil are violence, anger, confusion, and fear. The same spirit is behind it no matter where it is on planet Earth. Now you see, those are bad things. You see, the good things come from God, the one true Creator. It's true. And you have to remember that anything that distracts you from the one true Creator, good, is bad. And that's how it works. That's how it polarizes. Stay away from the UFO stuff. It's dangerous. Odie!
Rod! Wow, coming up, we got Future World.
Hey, someone once said that belief in God limits our true human potential. I don't think so. Just a minute on that.
Here we go.
Talk in just a minute with you about this whole thing. Does belief in God actually limit our true human potential to succeed? I don't think so. In fact, a wise man said something very interesting. Here it is. Bring it on in, Ryan. Check it out. It says this. A great man once said, to know and recognize God is the beginning of great wisdom. Proverbs 1:7. Now, why would he say such a thing like that? Thanks, Ryan. Because if you're like me, you treat other people's property with a little bit more respect. Why? Because you have to answer to them. You see, that's what it is in believing in God. You treat the world, you treat others, you treat yourself with a little bit more respect. Why? Because you have to answer to God for how you treat each other. Now, I believe that brings out true human potential. Think it over. I'm Rod Hembree. Watch out, they're coming after you. Looks like they got you. The world is chaos. That's clue number 1. Clue number 2 is order comes from chaos. I don't think so. And clue number 3 is no one's in control. Ah! Well, it sure seems that way, doesn't it, when it talks to your future, that's for sure. Oh, how you doing there? Yeah, we're talking about future. In fact, the topic is future world. We have a very interesting piece, actually a serious piece, which I think you'll find is very, very interesting. It has to do with your future. Someone once asked me, said, you know, why don't I just talk to the psychics when we talk about our future? I say, wait a minute, you know what? You should consult the data master because that way you can get a direct line in to your future. Corey has something to do with that. Let's take a look at this particular one. Check it out.
This one's for you, Kelsey, wherever you are.
Summer and winter come and go, but truth in time is not so slow. The world seems fast and hard to be. What comes next? What will I meet?
She was lost in a world full of passion and woe. She was scared. She was worried. She needed to know.
Why do they hate? Why do they fall? Do they hurt all the time? Do they feel it all? Will he hear? Will he see my face? Why? What's my future? Do I have a place?
You're my wonder, my child, my design. I stretched out my heart and I gave you through time. Long ago, the earth was a different place. There was no hate. The world was pure. It was in a different state. But he's evil. He tricked and he lied. He soiled their hearts and he sold them pride. Now there's a curse. It pushes the earth. It breaks my heart and it begins at birth.
Is the hope all gone? Is the future dark?
There is a light that changes the heart.
Where do I find it? Where does it hide?
The words of the Time Master. It's deep inside.
Tell me about the future. Will I be okay?
The future is fast. The forces are strong. But I'm there too. I've been all along. The secret is here. It's simple and sweet. If you trust my words, your heart I will keep. There will be wrong they can't hide, but you can be stronger with more power inside.
What power? How does it get inside?
I'll keep you safe if you take my hand. I'm the Time Master. I spread out the heavens I planned. The universe is a big place, but there's no wasted space. I've made the earth for you. It's a very special place. And if you search the ancient scroll, you will find the keys to the Time Master's soul.
You know, the truth is, if you want safety when it comes to your future, there's only one way to really get it. Your future involves the spiritual world. That's true. In fact, the voice of reason says that, and if you look at it, it's kind of interesting. It says a safe place or a safe future begins with the heart. And when you invite the one called the Creator into your heart, he changes your heart. And he makes you able to deal with the future. So if you feel like you can't deal with the future, invite the Savior into your heart. He's the Creator. His name is Jesus. Hey, some people say speech is free, so you can say anything you want, man, no matter who it hurts. That's not right. Just a minute. Here we go. Taking just a minute to talk with you about some words. In fact, we have some very interesting words for you from a wise man. Bring them on in, Ryan. Check this one out. These are wise words. Listen to them carefully. The words of a person who is right with God gives life, but the words of that one who is wrong gives violence. Thanks, Ryan. You know, there's a lot of people today saying a lot of violent things, especially with all these talk shows and everything going on. You see, the truth is, If you're right with God, you know who your creator is, what he wants from you, and you have peace with him, then your words are going to tend to be giving life to people, not giving a lot of violence to people. You know, you can have violence with words that really damages people. So, I'm Rod Hembree reminding you to be careful what you say.
Let's hear more from the start of it. Let's hear more.
Hey, let's take a look at the Facts and Faith Challenge. It says this: if God is in control of the universe, then how comes there's so much chaos? And we had 3 clues, and clue number 1 was the world is chaos. And clue number 2 was order comes from chaos. No, that's not the answer. Then clue number 3 didn't really help. No one's in control. Ah! No, let's hit the real deal, which says this: chaos is a matter of perspective. The truth is the universe is perfectly balanced in terms of time and space because God is the creator of the universe. And even though evil is running rampant, and it does seem to be running rampant, the truth is that God is still in control. Here's the question. The question is, who is in control of your life? And that's really the whole issue of this particular program, Just the Facts. Because I understand and I believe and know that if you make a connection with the Creator, then suddenly something happens. You begin to have strength inside. And when the strength inside begins to take over, suddenly you have control. You see, it's all about control. How do you do that? How do you get in contact with the Creator? Through the Data Master. That's the voice of God. If you connect with the Data Master, connect with the Creator, you will have the strength to face the future. Very, very important. Let's take a look at the topics once again. UFOs and life in other worlds. Yes, it exists. It's a spiritual battle. Don't get involved. Who is evil? Evil is Satan, the evil one, a fallen angel. And future world. The future is a safe place to be because God's already been there, so connect with the Creator.
See if I can get this.
5. I gotta come up with a line. Who do you think I am?
They did it! They proved it! You got a string on your propeller! Take 2!
Hey, welcome to today's show. Hey, we're featuring the music of Split Level. They're in the house today, baby. Why don't we see that?
How do you do this?
Fascinating. You know what's fascinating? It would be fascinating if we get this shot done.
That's right!